Good morning, y'all. This is Robert Townsend talking to you from lovely Cape Coral, Florida, down on the southwest Florida Gulf Coast. Sharing some profound redneck wisdom, my 5 cents worth for what it's worth. Talk to you today about the swamp. I live in Florida, not far from the Everglades, the greatest natural ecosystem on the planet, or one of them at least. I find it to be beautiful, the flora, the fauna. But in this swamp, there's many dangerous things. We have about 6 species of poisonous snakes. We have alligators large enough to eat a human. We now have an influx or infestation of pythons. It's scary. Yes, it is. But it's also a beautiful place. We also have this contrast in Washington, D.C. that's been referred to as the swamp. For many, many years, people go to Washington as congressmen, senators, representatives, with the ideas that they can go and be our elected official based on our Constitution, we the people to be governed by we the people. Yet they get there and they get caught up in the swamp, be it special interest, big businesses, corporations, or the politics as they are, people who've been there too long. All these things affect them. They go there, they have intentions, get there, get caught up in the swamp. In the Everglades, the swamp, the contrast is you know exactly what the dangers are. Poisonous snakes, alligators, quicksand, swamp, getting lost, starvation, and we have mosquitoes too. In Washington, D.C., not so simple. You go there with the hopes of doing what you've told your constituents that you would do. You promised the people that elected you that if I get to Washington, I'm going to do A, B, C, D. But then you get there and find out that that system doesn't allow for you to do A, B, C, D because the people there have been caught up in the swamp. And now they pull you into the quicksand of it all. For what reasons, I don't understand. I do know that a solution, my idea, my profound wisdom would be that term limitations. Term limitations would make it where they could go and be honest and do exactly what they promised their constituents that they would do. Make the changes that benefit all the people of their communities. Every community in these United States is different. It is a group of states that each individual state has its own set of laws and rules, but governed by a federal government set of rules that apply on top. The United States, states united as a whole, that create this great nation of America. In Washington, D.C., we get a bunch of politicians that go there and then they make these changes. They want to change the rules of my state based on what's not working in another state. Is that fair? Absolutely not. As a Floridian, I don't pay state income tax. There's a reason. We have a good economy. Our economy continues to grow. But other states struggle with these same problems. They have state income tax. They have higher personal sales tax. They have all these rules. Those people are becoming disenfranchised and unsatisfied with it, so then they move to my state and they want to change it. All crap. Crap, I tell you. As an American, I like America. I believe America is the greatest nation on the planet. Thousands and thousands of people have died to give us this great opportunity that we have here. But yet we send people to Washington every year, or every 2 years or 4 years, to make changes that we see best fit for our area specific, and then they get there and they don't get it done. Term limitations would be the answer. They could go, we're not paying the benefits for long-term people that have got nothing done. We hold nobody accountable in Washington any longer. They say what they want and then, oh, well, it was a mistake. Not fair, not right. They budget and manage our money like drunken sailors. If we ourselves managed our homes financially like our federal government is managed, we'd all be in prison. It's not fair, it's not right. We know it, you know it, I know it. All I ask is that you consider term limitations is probably the best answer to fixing the swamp. Will it correct everything? No. Do everybody go there have nefarious ideals? Probably not. Some go with the best of intentions and then get caught up in it. But in the swamp, you know where the dangers are. Washington, D.C., not so much. Thank you for my 5 cents worth.